Welcome to Custer, South Dakota, the oldest town situated in the heart of Black Hills. Over the course of the next few days, I'll be exploring all of what Custer State Park has to offer, from scenic hikes to breathtaking drives. Today we will begin exploring the charming town of Custer before driving the 18-mile wildlife loop and hopefully meeting few of the local residents. Greetings from Custer, South Dakota, perfectly situated within the Black Hills. This small town of around 10,000 people was named after George Custer led his army of over 1,000 people in search of gold. There's everything here you need to visit the surrounding area of Mount Rushmore, Crazy Horse, hotels, restaurants, beautiful scenic hikes, and we're gonna check it out all. While there may not be a ton of things to do here in the charming town of Custer, you can still find the Old West charm as you walk along the main street and peruse some of the local shops. Custer makes for a great starting point for exploring the Black Hills region, with all of the amenities such as hotels, camping, and grocery stores. If you have time for just one activity while here in Custer, I recommend you check out a short half-a-mile skywalk trail that leads you to a breathtaking view of the Black Hills region. It's a short but pretty steep half-a-mile hike round trip following millions of stairs. But when you get to the top, you have the overlook of the Custer City and the Custer State Park off in the distance. And that's exactly where I'll be exploring over the next couple days. Today, I'll be taking on a wildlife loop, one of the best places in Black Hills to see wildlife. Wild bisons, burros, prairie dogs, and hopefully many more. I just made a turn onto the wildlife loop. Now there are two ways to enter this road, from the west near the Bluebell Lodge and campsites, or from the north near the Custer State Park Visitor Center. I feel like I am back on a safari. We are just a mile in and no animal sightings as of yet. Not even 2 miles into the drive and we already have our first sighting of a bison. It's a lonesome bison, not a single other one inside. He's just hanging out there by himself. When you Google Custer and a wildlife loop, you're accustomed to seeing just packs of wildlife, traffic. They're all over the road. Hopefully we'll be able to experience this one, but for now we're gonna enjoy this guy. Besides exploring the wildlife loop on your own, there are other options when I was researching. You can do jeep tours, you can do horseback riding with knowledgeable guides that help you explain this area. There's also side roads that you can take. For example, I just parked down there. This is called the Oak Road. It's a little bit ways off from the wildlife loop. I was hoping to find some animals. I'm currently going to the peak. Maybe there's gonna be an epic overlook on the other side. I'm searching for animals, guys, but I don't see any. Although by the droppings on the ground, I can tell that the bison were here sometime today. But from this top, you can see all the way around. There's the dirt road that I came from. It continues off into the distance over there. There's many dirt roads that crisscross the wildlife loop, so it's worth exploring every one of them. I haven't been lucky with the animals yet. The ones we just saw are called the pronghorns or the antelopes, but I just stopped at the Wildlife Visitor Center. It's not yet open, but I did get a chance to talk to one of the state park rangers, and he told me if I take that dirt road over there, he said there's a sighting of about 250 bison, so fingers crossed we're gonna go check them out. The park ranger was so right. Just a mile and a half up the dirt road, there's a whole herd of bison with their little babies. So many little cute babies. They must have just been born because springtime is about time when they give birth. Guys, check this out. We found so many more bisons and we're literally just hanging out. They're all babies, teenagers. The adults are hanging out there with the little babies. How amazing is this? I am literally surrounded by bison. This guy, he's standing right in front of me. And then there's a guy on the side of the car. They're all licking my car. What is going on? This is the coolest experience. So cool. What are you doing, bud? Hello. Never in my wildest dream did I imagine that I would experience something like this. It was even more exhilarating than a safari. I've never had an animal come up so close to my car and start licking it. These bisons are just so playful, but always keep in mind, keep a safe distance from these animals because they are dangerous, and safely enjoy them from a distance or from your car. Do not leave your vehicle when you're close to them. But just being here in the area and hanging out with these bisons, especially the baby bison who were just roaming around everywhere while the mothers were just too tired to chase them around. Now the bison have moved from this side to this side. This is probably where they sleep. The wildlife loop isn't just about the animals, but take a look at the scenery all around me. The rolling hills, the beautiful mountains, the fresh air, and the weather has just been splendid today. Now, I talked to this park ranger and he told me where the burros are, but when I went there, they were no longer there. So unfortunately, I don't think I'll be seeing the burros today. But if you do come here on your own and you want to see them, then when at the park entrance, be sure to pick up one of these maps. It has everything from maps, local tour guides, hotels, opening days for everything here and around Custer. So I recommend you take a look through this. I was making my way out of Custer State Park near the visitor center, near the north entrance, and look at all the bison that I found. That's gotta be the biggest herd I've seen yet today. all these beautiful bisons, teenagers, moms, parents, little babies, they're just everywhere. And it's so cool, they're causing a traffic jam, making their way over there. And I couldn't think of a better place to end wildlife loop video than with the view of all these beautiful creatures in front of me. And this was only my first day here exploring Custer State Park. Tomorrow I'll be hiking, taking you to national monuments, beautiful places, overlooks, so join me. And in the meantime, check out my state park playlist from across the country.